How's it going, y'all? Today, we're going to be taking a look at BL Strange Concretes. This is a Gary's Mod map port available for download on mod.io for BONELAB, and it was uploaded by Schluss. I recently spent an entire evening, just looking through mod.io for more maps to play because, as I have mentioned ad nauseum, we're running out of maps. At least I thought that was the case. I started looking through and I recognized that... Are these physics? No. Oh, wow, that goes way deeper. I started looking through mod.io and I started seeing more and more maps. And what's amazing is they were all uploaded by the same user. This user, Schluss, that is, if it's being pronounced in its original Russian, has uploaded a number of Gary's Mod map ports, much to the same vein as Ricky Picky. And so, for the next couple months, you'll probably start seeing a whole lot of videos of mine be about maps that were ported over by that user. When I saw this one, I knew I just had to click on it. Now, this original map was uploaded, I think, about around 2022 to Steam Workshop for Gary's Mod, and it was only uploaded a couple days ago. I found this map. Ooh, can I step in there? Yes. Oh, goodness. Does this... I don't know how far out this goes. I'm kind of afraid to venture. We'll check that out later. But I found out about this map the day that it was posted. So I immediately downloaded it because I really wanted to take a look. And it also reminded me, I mean, it's just so beautiful. This map reminded me a lot, and the map maker, if they ever see this video, will have to comment on whether or not I'm hitting the nail on the head. This map reminds me a lot of an adventure game. I think it's an indie adventure game available on Steam called Naissance. And it's very much the same concept of this abstract, concrete world that doesn't seem to serve any purpose. I'm going to hope this is a big circle so I'm not missing anything, but goodness, I love the levels to this, the depth. But Naissance is a very interesting game because you essentially explore this world that doesn't seem to make any sense. Yet there are recognizable structures, or at least there are structures that teeter on the edge of recognition. Nothing actually seems to make any sense. And when I saw this, I knew I just had to play it because it really scratched all the right itches. Oh, that's dark. I don't have a flashlight, but I almost don't want one. I'm just going to step in here and see where this goes. Okay, so it's just a wall. This was like a wall right here. Yep, that's a wall there. Okay. So needless to say, I'm very excited because I have more maps to play now. And some of these look really cool. Ooh, that's just beautiful. See, I love lighting. I've mentioned many times now on the channel that I'm training as a 3D generalist, and I've come to find that lighting is one of my favorite things to do. Lighting in environments, creating somewhere to be. I love world building, and I love creating structures and environments that tell a story. What I'm really loving about this map so far is that I don't know what story it's trying to tell. Wow. That is just beautiful. That's amazing. I assume... Well, I can't assume anything. Oh, I just love this. It's so comforting, and it has a great ambiance. This is fantastic. I don't think this is a very big map. Oh, well, I may stand corrected. See, this is what this looks like. A living room right here. This looks like an L-shaped couch with a coffee table and a decoration. And I feel like this is a house. And then I would half assume back here to be a kitchen. Like this could be an island for a kitchen right here. Or maybe even a dining table. And then maybe this is the kitchen. These are, yeah, this is what that looks like. It looks like this is the kitchen. This is an island of some sort. There's countertops over here. There's a countertop right here. There's a bookshelf in the corner. Oh, I couldn't tell you. I don't know many people that have a pool right off of an indoor pool right off of their kitchen. I'm tempted to jump in, and we definitely will. So this feels like a house, which really does kind of set the same standard that Naissance did. Of familiar structures that don't seem to really make any sense in the given reality. Like I couldn't tell you what this is. Okay, so we're back where we started. So obviously it's not a big map, but boy, I would love to see this. I would love to see this bigger. Oh, but it's so cool. I want to go back over here and see just how far in that light goes. Or if it's just little panels. I'm gonna bring the Nimbus gun with me, because if I start to fall, I want to make sure that I can get out. Which, okay, this doesn't... That one doesn't go far. So I'd assume this one doesn't go far either. Which is the case. So it's just little pockets of light. Oh, but it's so cool. I especially love this room. Oh. Ooh. I'm very shiny. Or maybe it's balmy in here and I'm just sweating. Who knows? I just spent a week back home on summer vacation, and it reminded me how much I loved the humidity. It's very humid where I live in Florida, but in South Carolina, it feels a little bit different. Smells different too. But I'm just loving these spaces. And this would be the greatest little study. I'd love to just like have this as a common area, and then right off the common area is my study. I could have a couch right here, big Persian rugs covering the floor, some tapestries telling stories, walls lined with bookshelves. I don't know if I'd put a desk right underneath it or if I'd put it under one of the sides. It's so cool. It reminds me of like being in the 2010s and seeing, or even like the 2000s, and seeing those renders of like the architecture of tomorrow or modern architecture, you know, when they were starting to idealize the perfect structures. And they started getting really experimental with different kinds of design. It's like seeing those renders of like what a future school was going to look like, and all you could think of was, man, I wish I could go to school in that building. Or see people's houses and just think, wow, how could you live in a structure like that? Do structures like that even exist? This is what that feels like. Also, I apologize if you hear any background noise. They're currently redoing the roof on the building next to mine. And unfortunately, my walls are made of paper. I want to jump through here. I'm assuming it's going to be the same as the others. Which it is. It's a little bigger, but it is. I love this. I do wish it were bigger. But man, this is beautiful. I love this. Oh, wow, look at that. See, now this is the kind of map that I wish we could see more of these kinds of maps. Just look at that. Can I get up on the couch? Will that feel different? See, there are even pillows. There's even a pillow here. Man, just look at that. Oh, goodness. It appears I have fallen. Thumbnail. Okay, now to go check out the ominous pool of light. I just love... Oh my goodness. I love the parallaxing. I love the depth in this map. Right, here we go. Okay. Precisely what I thought. But wow. I just want to get another look at this. Maybe this is like a sauna. Maybe this is Finland. And there's just a sauna in this house. That's so cool. I mean, we've now walked through this map twice. It's not very big, but it's very intriguing. And I have loved this. If you want to take a look at this, make sure to check out the link in the description. I'll also put a link for the original map in the description for Gary's mod. If you want to recommend me videos, you can tell me in the comments and I'll be sure to check that stuff out. And if you want to support me, I'll leave a link in the description for that as well. Oh, I don't want to be done with this. Because this feels like a secondary living area. And it makes me want to find a bedroom. See, another couch. So it's this big common area. See, maybe this is the bedroom. Maybe that's supposed to be a bed. Or maybe this is a bunk room. A hallway. And the question is, where's the bathroom? Because that looks like a closet. This looks like a master bedroom right here. Maybe this is the bathroom? I could almost see this as being a bathroom. You have your toilet and your shower. So this is a passageway here. And this leads into a common area. Dad's office is right there. A little bit further, you have another powder room, or maybe this is a side bedroom, which looks down the hallway, which leads into the living area. And you've got your main family room, your main living room. That's the family room all the way back there. This is the main living room area here. That's the dining area. You have your big kitchen. Yeah. And then another passageway. Makes me wonder where the front door is, though. Because I certainly wouldn't enter on a living room. So it almost makes me wonder, is this the foyer? And that's an internal wall, which would make this an exterior wall. So I guess this would be the foyer. You walk in here, You've got the kitchen in one living area. Over here, you've got a family area. Over here, bedrooms all the way in the back of the house. So then that room must be a pantry. This must be a pantry. This is just where they keep their pool of light. It makes sense to me. This is fantastic, y'all. I want more maps like this. But with that being said, like I said, a link to the BONELAB, the mod.io download for this map will be in the description. So too will the link for the original Steam Workshop file for Gary's mod. If you want to support me, I'll have a link to my link tree in the description. And if you have video recommendations, you can comment down below. Wow. I'm just gonna... Oh. How far does this go? Not very. But this is cool. I've loved this map, and I really hope you'll take a look at it. Because just wandering around it is so neat. Oh, I have so many thumbnail options. I don't know what to do. This is such a wonderful map. I really hope you'll check it out. And don't forget to support the creator and the one who uploaded it. We're going to take a look at a lot of other maps that are uploaded by the guy that did this port. And I'm very excited. I'm so excited to get into all these other maps. I just hope they're as cool as this one. But with that being said, until that next video, y'all take care.